I was enlisted, so I knew I had to salute everybody. Yeah, I was in the 80s after high school, and I was stationed mostly in Germany. That's where I learned to put mayonnaise on French fries to this very day.
Mayonnaise goes with everything.
All right, you ready, Pete?
I am ready.
It's looking like a great day to be in the air.
Dyersburg traffic 6871 Delta taxiing for 22 Dyersburg.
Today we're flying in the Cessna 340 with my friend Pete. Pete is a lifelong pilot and aviation enthusiast. His aircraft of choice is the Piper Aztec. Our mission today is twofold. Pick up 340 Vol wife in Greenville, South Carolina, and then take Pete to Knoxville, Tennessee for a few hours, which will also give us a chance to see the kids.
Traffic 6871 Delta taking runway 22 Dyersburg.
This video covers the Dyersburg to Greenville leg of the flight.
Dyersburg traffic, Helicopter Valley 5-3, we're 8 to the east and we're southwest bound, low level, Dyersburg.
We'll be looking for you.
We're experimenting with a new camera view to save the front camera from overheating and to give everyone a view of the panel in the Cessna 340.
Helicopter transitioning Dyersburg. How you read this transmitter?
Launch clear, Valley 5-3.
Thank you. And Twin Cessna's rolling for departure on runway 22.
Hey, here's a surprise. In a matter of seconds, we're revealing the new right side windscreen. It looks so good. How about that? And actually, that plastic strip on the left windscreen is called a heat strip or hot plate, which is for icing conditions. And 6871 Delta rolling 22.
Dyersburg traffic, Valley 5-3, we're 4 to the south, 500 ACL, and we're continuing southwest bound, Dyersburg.
All right, gear up. Man, what a nice day.
Yeah.
Dyersburg traffic, Twin Cessna just departing 22. Going to be turning downwind, leaving the area to the east, Dyersburg.
Dyersburg, Valley 5-3, we're to the south, we'll keep an eye out for you, but should be no factor, Dyersburg. Yeah, we got you in sight, you're going to go above us, we're just to your south right now, maybe a mile.
There he is, Pete.
68 Delta, thanks. Memphis Center, Twin Cessna, 6871 Delta.
For 6871 Delta, go ahead.
71 Delta, we're off Dyersburg, instruments to Greenville Downtown, like to pick up the clearance.
For 6871 Delta, squawk 1617.
1617, 78 Delta.
For 1687, Person number 6871 Delta, radar contact 5 miles south of the Dyersburg Airport, cleared to the Gulf Mike Uniform Airport. VS files, climb maintain 15,000, Dyersburg altimeter 29990.
Dyersburg traffic 6871 Delta cleared his file, climbed to 15,000, cleared to Greenville, downtown Greenville. Altitude leaving 3.5 for 15,000.
Roger, thank you.
Yeah, there's that patch between, about middle ways between Chattanooga and Greenville that usually has some clouds around 9,000. We may still be above it then.
Well, I like your interior.
Oh, it came out nice, didn't it?
Yeah. Really did. They did it in Mena.
Mena, Arkansas, yeah.
My mother was hanging curtains. Fell and broke her hip when she was 95. Bounced right back. Another 10 years living alone.
Wow. You got a long lifeline. What are you going to do with all this time you have left?
I'm afraid I didn't inherit those genes.
I mean, you sold your airplane. Now you got to find a new hobby.
I'm going to fly with you.
And most of the stuff that I'm recording gets edited out. I mean, you know, it's 25 minutes out of a 2-hour flight, basically. So I
The
mean,
cussing, fussing, and missed approaching.
yeah, that's right. One time I was going into Knoxville, and I've gotten into a habit of, not a habit, it's happened twice. When I move my hand down, my pinky will catch that avionics button. And so it just shut down. Everything went dark. This stayed on, thank goodness. It's battery operated. It has a backup battery. But I was right there at Knoxville Tower, and you know, about to be switched over to local. And then that happened, and I just thought, oh my gosh, I'm just glad it's VFR. And it was perfectly fine weather. But I was not prepared for that. So the next day I went out and kind of reenacted it. Shut everything down mid-flight.
Oh, that was smart. You said remind you about the pressurization.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Well, it's a scary sight.
That.
All your instruments in the middle of the green. That's not something I'm used to.
So what's your next thing going to be, really? Farm?
As far as,
Well, just
yeah, like I said, I'm spending time on the tractor. It's not as fast as the Aztec, but almost as fast. Yeah, that's about it. Trying to take care of Jones.
yeah.
Keep the pastures mowed.
You know, because flying can take up a lot of time. Or even think about going up. It's a 2-hour event.
Yeah, but it's a good 2 hours.
That's what I mean. So now finding ways to fill that, and you're going to live till 125, it sounds like.
Yeah, I'll have to find something to do on it.
All right, up on 15,000. Making sure my usually goes a little bit past it. Come on, catch. Gonna go ahead and catch it.
That's the way the Aztec was. I had to go 50 feet
Yeah,
past the altitude or what.
I didn't want to go too far with you in the plane.
Right, yeah. I'm keeping
Gotta,
close.
yeah, gotta. The number's good. Wow, look at that! Riding across the top of these clouds or condensation.
Right at the top of the Hazley, aren't we?
Yeah.
Volunteer 3755, Memphis Center, radar contact 2 miles southwest of the Paducah Airport. Climb maintain, follow 230.
Been up to about 19 gallons per minute. I like to be a little more than 19 because I figure it's an old plane and it's not as efficient as it was.
Number 6871 Delta, contact Memphis on 125.85.
Hit it hard.
Okay, that's 2585 for 71 Delta. Have a great day.
Thank you, too.
Memphis, that's Twin Cessna 6871 Delta with you 15,000.
All right, we get a couple at once. Number 6871 Delta, thank you. Nashville altimeter 2991.
2991, thank you.
Number 6681 Sierra, your radar contact about 3 miles northeast of Starkville. Clear to Smyrna as file, maintain follow 210, altitude leaving. Tombo 296, Memphis, descend via the Vans 3, arrival landed north. Memphis altimeter 2988.
Okay, we should be set nicely. I usually run at about 28 on the manifold and 23 on the RPMs and around 18 gallons a minute, which is by the book. But with these headwinds, I figure we'll push it to the next up setting, which is 29.5, 24, and 19 gallons a minute. And we're still in good shape.
And how do you handle your Your tanks, you start off mains and switch to aux in flight, or how does that work?
Yeah, start off mains.
How much are in the aux?
31.5 per side. Good question.
I just want to see if you knew.
I had to think for a minute.
Combo 296, clear direct band.
Clear direct band, combo 296.
Little low hanging fog down there still.
4,000, coming 15000.
Southwest 2694, Memphis, climb maintain, flight level 230. November 87, November, change my frequency 128.5.
They're right at 200 miles an hour across the ground.
Good morning, Big Tower 45, 22 is 10.8, coming to 1616,000.
November 87, November, thank you. Your live and clear, the cupola altimeter is 2986. Big Tower 45, 22, Memphis, welcome, climb maintain, flight level 230.
Flight level 230, Big Tower 45, 22.
So this is your first time?
26789, you can expect lower here in about 3 to 4 minutes. I got VFR traffic at 1 o'clock at about 15 miles off direction. Altitude indicates 3,700, unverified, type is unknown.
It's your first time up in the air in what, 6 months, 7 months? After selling your plane?
Yeah.
296, contact Memphis approach 125.8. Have a good morning.
Like
Yeah.
you never forgot?
Probably.
How do you feel?
Feels good. Probably longer than that, because last flight I had was to Knoxville, and that was a month or so before I sold the airplane.
Did you ever get your CFI? No?
No, there was one regret. That was the last rating I was working on in New Orleans before I left. And, was set up for the check ride right before we moved. And
November 172, Mike Delta, Memphis.
and it was bad weather, and we had to cancel it. And I said, well, I'll get it when we get to Dyersburg.
Huntsville approach.
Got to Dyersburg and setting up the practice and everything, and just never got around to it.
Good morning, Memphis Center. November 9344 Hotel is 3,400, climbing 4,500 with a VFR request.
Number 172, Mike Delta, it's 11805 for Huntsville.
So you had gotten all but your check ride, basically?
Yeah.
Furnace 19, appreciate your help. Contact Memphis
Yeah.
approach 125.8.
November 9344 Hotel.
I think I told you I was in a flight school program.
Memphis, squawk 151.
No,
Yeah, when I
1516, November 9344.
when I got in the public health service, it's uniform service, and after you've been in 12 months, you became eligible for the GI Bill, which I didn't know, and then found out on the GI Bill if you were enrolled in a formal flight training program at an approved school, then they'd pay for 90% of your flying. So that was all my, got my commercial, instrument, multi-engine, seaplane,
that's
as long
great.
as I was enrolled in something in CFI.
I don't think I knew you were in the military.
Well, it's
Number 934.
USPHS, and it was,
What's your type aircraft destination?
it's uniform service. It's,
Yeah, we're looking to go to
we had Navy rank, had to wear Navy uniforms and Navy rank, and took care of the officers, all those from Calendar Air Base over there. My worst experience was Carol's parents lived in Washington, and for Thanksgiving and Christmas we decided to go visit them when Mark was a little baby. And if you were uniformed, you almost got free air travel.
Really?
Yeah, but you had to have a uniform on.
Yeah.
So I had my uniform on, and I knew very little about rank and all that other stuff, and got off the airplane and nothing but brass
Really?
everywhere. And I said,
Regard 4522.
I didn't know who I was supposed to salute and who I wasn't supposed to salute. So I said, Carol, give me those bags. And so I took all
Oh,
the
that's a good
bags.
idea. Had your hands full?
Yeah.
789, positive stretch,
I
maintain
just nodded to everybody I passed.
Field side.
But I was terrified when I looked up and said, golly, Bill. Don't throw me in the brig.
I was enlisted, so I knew I had to salute everybody.
That makes it easier in some respects.
Yeah.
Southwest 2694, Memphis Center 126.45.
2645, Southwest 2694.
Yeah, I was in the 80s after high school, and we did specifically for it wasn't called the GI plan then, it was Veterans Education Assistance Program, something like that. And so it paid for all of my undergraduate. It was great, 3 years in, and that got me through undergraduate when I got out. I was stationed mostly in Germany.
Really?
Yeah, love that.
Yeah.
It was really neat. That's where I learned to put mayonnaise on French fries to this very day.
Mayonnaise goes with everything.
Louisiana, double 5.
Coming up on Columbia.
Yeah.
Before Alpha Lima, change your mic frequency 120.8.
Good morning, Southwest 2915, 11.8 for 15,000.
Southwest 2915, Memphis, climb maintain, flight level 230.
Climb maintain, flight level 230, Southwest 2915.
Number 71 Delta, contact Memphis Center 128.15.
Okay, that's 2815 for 71 Delta. Have a good day.
The climb maintain 16,000.
490 on up to 16,000.
Good morning, Memphis. Twin Cessna 6871 Delta with you 15,000.
Direct, Fulton County.
That was Spirit Jet 334A from Cynthia. November 7989 Romeo, Memphis Center of the Chattanooga altimeter 2996 is maintained VFR.
Save barrel again for Chattanooga.
Altimeter for Chattanooga is 2990.
2990, Roger 89 Romeo.
In November 92 Echo, that traffic I got you VFR 436,000, currently after 12 o'clock at 5,000. They are 4.5 miles out in front of you.
And 92 Echo, we're looking.
Memphis Center, Twin Cessna 6871 Delta 15,000. Memphis Center, Twin Cessna 6871 Delta, how do you hear?
Spirit Jet 334, contact Nashville approach 119.35 today.
Yes, let me try it, see what happens.
Memphis Center 6871 Delta 15,000.
November 6871 Delta, Memphis Center, Nashville altimeter 2991.
2991 for 6871 Delta, thank you.
Clear 1625 Memphis Center, descend via the Paisley 4 arrival landing north, Nashville altimeter 2991. Pull-up 746, contact Nashville approach 118.4.
118.4, call 746
November 253 Sierra Bravo, climb and maintain level 320. Thanks for your patience. Southwest 2261, appreciate you. Contact Nashville approach 119.35. November 949 Sierra, cleared direct to Birmingham. Thank you.
49 Sierra, direct Birmingham.
Got some traffic here. He's still 10 miles from us. Light aircraft, 900 feet above us.
Memphis Center 6871 Delta is showing traffic at about 9 o'clock. Are we okay with that?
November 71 Delta, yeah, that aircraft out is at 9 o'clock at about 5 miles. Is at 16,000. It's TBM.
6871 Delta.
It'll be over us.
Yeah, 900 feet, 800 feet over us. It's a nice ride, those TBMs, aren't they?
Yeah. Looked like it anyway.
Yeah.
November 253 Sierra Bravo, contact Memphis Center 122.27. Great day. Thanks for your help.
Yeah, he's behind us.
November 9792 Echo, thank you so much. I appreciate that help today. I would have hated to have had to leave you so low for so long. You can contact Chattanooga approach 119.2. You're clear to Asheville. Call me maintain 9,000.
Clear to Asheville, 119.2, climb and maintain 9,000, Blanca 9792 Echo.
Yeah, they updated my clearance to Greenville to Tyson, McGee.
Hey, Memphis,
Instead of sending me direct, they're going to send me to the VOR, I guess, just as a routing, maybe.
Climb and maintain level 230.
Thank you, flight level 230, Southwest 382.
Here, 110 Echo Charlie, Memphis Center, Nashville, altimeter 2991. American 2692, climb and maintain flight level 290. November 7429er Golf, contact Nashville approach 118.4. Great day.
We got a southwest at our 9 o'clock. Looks like he's climbing.
Yeah.
Thank you. November 9490, contact Memphis Center 120.8 today.
120.8 today.
This is the day we never quite make it to the clouds. It's just that layer of haze.
Southwest 382, climb and maintain flight level 290.
Thank you, flight level 290, Southwest 382.
It's 33 out there in altitude.
Memphis Center, Twin Cessna 6871 Delta, radio check.
And 6871 Delta, got you loud and clear, how many?
Loud and clear, ma'am. Thank you.
Got it. Jet break 51, climb and maintain flight level 290.
290, Jet break 51.
I wonder why it gave us a hard time last time with that mic. I wonder if it was just she was busy.
I think that probably was it on most of them.
November 110 Echo Charlie, contact Nashville approach 118.4. November 7989 Romeo, contact Chattanooga approach 119.2. Good day.
19.2, 89 Romeo, good day.
Yeah.
watched your video last night on your trip back from Knoxville, I guess last time. It was very good. Well done.
Oh, thank you.
Have you replaced this since then? The windshield?
Since then, yeah, yes. This.
Hard to say. I don't see all those.
No, there's no videos out yet with this new windshield, so.
November 656 Lima Delta
yeah, this is the first video with the good windshield. Of course, that camera's right here today, shooting right there. I think on the way to Greenville, we'll put it up here. I was going to make a whole big thing out of the new window. Wind picked it up, and when I came back, video didn't work right, audio didn't work right, and I just thought, forget about it. But it's so great.
You can pretend nobody will know. You can refilm it.
That's right. I don't know if you remember sitting here and dealing with that. I mean, it would affect this seat more than mine, obviously. But it was harsh.
Yeah, and I think it was worse on the camera. You know, the camera seemed to pick it up more. And you were going into the sun. So now, who was the lady pilot you took to Lambert's? She and her husband.
Her name is Bobby. That was her son.
Oh, okay.
That was her son. She's 88.
She doesn't look it.
Oh, I know. I mean, she crawled through this cabin like it was nothing. It's like a cat, you know. I've known her son for some years, and I didn't realize until the last 6 months or so that she was a pilot and hadn't flown for 20 years. And her son said, "Would you mind taking her up?" And I said, "Oh man, I'd love to." We made a whole thing out of it, going to Lambert's.
Yeah.
She had a big time.
JetBlue 1073, FedEx Nashville approach 118.4.
Seems like the kind of lady who does not suffer fools. You know,
Yeah.
She's just real straight to the point, direct.
Allegiant 3095 cross to Bell at maintain 1010,000, Louisville altimeter 2991. And 730 Roger, just maintain VFR.
Maintain VFR 14730. Memphis Southwest 2090, flight level 240.
And Southwest 2090, Memphis Center, descend via Swift to arrival, landing north, Nashville altimeter 2991.
Send via Swift 2, landing north, 291 Southwest 2090.
Let's have a silent approach as we enjoy Greenville appearing in our wing cam. The town is located right at the base of the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, and Greenville has a beautifully renovated downtown area. My wife and I grew up in Greenville. After we were married, we moved away for other opportunities in the early 90s, which is precisely when the incredible downtown renovation began. We tried not to take that personally, the fact that they began making this town fabulous just as we were leaving. Seriously, it's a beautiful town and deserves to be on everyone's list of best places to visit. Returning to the approach, they are landing runway 1 today, so they're bringing us in on RNAV 1, and we're expecting a visual approach. The winds are variable at 4 knots, and this should be perfect.